Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Winchester, Steve Hurlbrink, Clint Summers Field as we get ready for softball action, regional action between West Central and Routt. West Central will be the home team in this game as they are the higher seed. Routt will be the visitors and they will bat first. Taking her warm-up pitches right now, Hallie Lawson for West Central. And the first batter of the game for Routt will be Grace Cleveland. She's the second baseman. Denny Bortman next to me is Knox. He's going to fill in. He's going to help us out. He's not ready yet, so I'm not going to put his volume up. I'm sure he'll have some dynamite drop-ins. Right, Knox? Cleveland steps in. She's the second baseman. Lawson's ready to go. It'll be McPherson behind the plate and John Myers, the umpire, in the field. First pitch from Lawson was a ball. Second pitch ripped right past the second base. Nice piece of hitting by Cleveland. Shoots it into the outfield for the first hit. These two teams met earlier in the season, and West Central came away with the victory. The reason why West Central got the higher seed. That'll bring in the shortstop, Abby Wood. Lawson's pitch, ground ball to second base, fielded by the second baseman, force out at second, and that's all they'll get. Nice play by Walker. Nice flip to Lawson. Three pitches into the game, one out already. That'll bring in the third batter of the game, Bedingfield. Faith is the left fielder. Running on the pitch, there she goes. Oh, if Lawson could have handled that throw, it would have been an out. Nice job by Little. Led her maybe a little bit up the line. And as the runner went past, kind of knocked that ball out of the glove. Be a stolen base. Again, Bedingfield, your left fielder. That was a stolen base by Wood there. So we have a runner on second and a 3-0 count. That's ball four, way high. That allows Wood to advance to third base. And wasn't much Little could do with that one. That was way over her head. That'll bring in the third baseman, Marshall. And there's wind blowing right in her face, so you're going to hear it all game long. And they kind of stopped the game right now as it's kind of blowing in everybody's eyes. Lawson's pitch is high. We'll see how West Central wants to play this with one out. Runners at the corners. Lawson gets one past Marshall on that one. Swings through the second one. They're going to let Bedingfield take second base, and that puts runners at third base and second base, one down. 2 strikes on the batter. She fouls one right past third base. Softball moves a little quicker than baseball, so we'll get the positions here pretty quick. We came on late for West Central. Fouled that one off both the catcher and the umpire. Hallie Lawson's pitching, Maya Little behind the plate. At first base, we have Kylie Clayton. Second base is Zella Walker. Riley Lawson at the short, and Paisley Sturdivant at third base. In left field, Macy Peterson. The center fielder is Elaine Sprague, and the right fielder is Annika Kaufman. Adrian, sorry. Ball is high, and that brings the count full. Marshall swings through that one. That's a big out for Lawson. Leaves the runners on third base and second base. That'll bring in the pitcher for Routt, Maddie Morrow. First pitch swinging, and she fouls it down the first base side. Ball a little high. I see Little looking down that third base line. Let's see, she's going to fire it. Sometimes with 2 outs, you don't take the risk, but she's looking pretty hard. Next one is a little high as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Nice job by Little back there. She's had to deal with a lot of them a little high. As Lawson's trying to find her groove. Got it there. That's going to bring the count full. Nice job by Walker. As she's the second baseman, making sure nothing gets past the pitcher. That one's high, and that'll walk Morrow, and bases will be loaded. That's not the worst thing in the world, as she's the number 5 hitter, that being Morrow. But that'll bring in number 4, Reagan Graham. She's the first baseman.
Come on, Reagan.
First pitch swinging, and she just hooks it just a little bit foul. That could have been trouble. It's a tough wind. You can hear it blowing right through our mic. It's kind of blowing a little bit in our face, but anything in the air is going to give some outfielders some fits. And I imagine Lawson's trying to figure it out a little bit herself as she's evens this count 1-1. 1-2. As Graham swings through that one. So Lawson struggling to find the zone just a little bit. She's 1 pitch away, though, from getting out of this one. She brings it, and she does just that. Strikes out Graham, leaving the bases loaded. Top of the first is over. 0-0. Back at it here in Winchester. West Central escapes an early jam there with the bases loaded. Lawson gets a strikeout. Maddie Morrow is taking her last few warm-up pitches, and we'll give you the lineup. It'll be Maya Little batting first, Macy Peterson second, Briley Lawson will bat third. Cleanup, Zella Walker, followed by Kylie Clayton, Hallie Lawson, Elaine Sprague, Paisley Sturdivant, and Adrian Kaufman. No DH. We do have a couple players on the bench for West Central, as Morrow takes her last warm-up pitch, thrown down to second base, and we're going to get started here. Little will step in. She bats from the left side, and Morrow's ready. First pitch, little change up there, ball one. She rips one to the shortstop. Nice play by the shortstop. Throws over to first and gets Little by a step. That'll bring in Macy Peterson. Macy, a dual sport athlete. She runs track as well and is doing a great job in both sports. She takes first one, ball high. Second pitch is a changeup. She's way out in front of it. She knew it. She's got the facial expression. She's going to get the next one here. Even count, 1-1, one out in the bottom of the first. Another changeup or off-speed pitch. I'm going to call it as I see it. Somebody can correct me online. Ball three in the dirt. Peterson out in front of this one, 3-1. Ball high, walks her and puts speed on the bases. Peterson at first base, that'll bring in Lawson. Briley Lawson, the shortstop today. Just had her signing day where she is going to play volleyball, the senior, at Spoon River Community College. Talked about speed. Peterson takes second base on the ball. Lawson rips it, and she hits my truck. We're going to talk about that. We have to talk about that, Knox. Lawson, ball in the dirt. Peterson stretching that lead, maybe thinking about trying to swipe a bag here. Lawson way up into the box. Another ball. Peterson's going to try for third. She gets it and slides in there. A 2-1 pitch coming. Another ball in the dirt. And I was off. That's ball four. Runners at the corner for West Central. We saw Routt do this in the top half of the first. That'll bring in Zella Walker. Zella out in front of that one, but it gets through the catcher, and Peterson's going to score easily. One nothing West Central on the pass ball. Zella Walker rips it through the hole. Briley Lawson's going to round it. Shortstop wasn't expecting it, and she scores easy. 2-0 West Central. Nice job by Zella Walker, waiting on that pitch and just driving it through the hole. Kylie Clayton, another senior for West Central. She's playing first base today. Takes a cut at that one, evens the count. 1-1. Kylie, another one of our seniors, going to Lincoln Land Community College. She's going to be part of the judging team. She rips that one right at the shortstop. Shortstop misses it, but Walker did what she had to do, and she had to freeze there. That gave plenty of time for Wood to get the force out. Nice job by Clayton. She ripped it just right at somebody. That'll bring in our pitcher today, Allie Lawson. 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 2-0 West Central. Allie waits on it, hits it to the shortstop. Another fielder's choice. She flips it to the second baseman, and that's the end of one. After one, 2-0 West Central. Allie Lawson's ready. We'll start the top of the second, and Knox he feels warmed up. He's ready to go. Who's up?
Abby Janice, playing right field.
She's playing right field. First one is a foul ball to the screen.
2-0 in the top of the second inning. West Central up.
Janice bats from the left side. Lawson's ready. A little high. Third pitch of the at-bat is a little high as well. It's a 2-1 count. Both pitchers just a little bit, trying to find the zone here early. Lawson's been just a little bit high on a lot of her pitches. She'll find it, though. Another ball high, 3-1. Again, another one of those tough days where it's calm right now, and then the wind picks way up. She gets a high strike on that one, full count. She slaps at that one, fouls it straight back.
(3-2) as the right fielder steps in the box.
Lawson's ready for her next pitch. And it's low. Walk the first batter.
Janice on first. That brings up Wisdom.
Yep, Maddie Wisdom, the center fielder. She sees strike one. Next delivery, she swings through that one. Strike two. Lawson out ahead. Now she can use just about any pitch she wants.
Hallie's probably looking for an off-speed pitch.
I think so. I think that'd be smart, but she comes at her again. Sometimes you can overthink it. I like the way Hallie did that one. A lot of pitchers may try to throw off speed, but you are in the bottom half of the order. Maybe stick with the heat. Now we'll see if she wants to do something off speed. She doesn't.
Ball one. Wisdom gets back in the box. 1-2. As she swings at strike three.
Nice job by Lawson. Gets the first out of the inning. As it went from calm to windy again. Ball high, gets away from Little. Nothing she could really do with that one. It'll be kind of a wild pitch if I was going to score it. That allows Janice to go to second. This is Kosgoff, the catcher for Routt. She sees a strike. Even count now. Fouls that one off her foot. One ball, two strikes, one out. And she strikes her out. For the second out, that's two strikeouts in the inning for Lawson. That'll bring us back to the top. That's Cleveland, the second baseman. She shot one right past Walker in the first inning for a base hit. Second pitch of the game.
2 outs now with a runner on second. As she looks at ball one.
Knox, you're going to get so warmed up and good at this, I'll leave about the fourth inning. What do you think?
Maybe.
One ball, one strikes. She swung through that one. Lawson hit her.
She gets to trot on down to first.
I don't know. As a hitter, sometimes you're a little disappointed sometimes with getting hit. You want to stand in there and take your swings. But that's
Abby Wood coming up, the shortstop.
Yep, you're right. Abby Wood. She's made it a couple nice plays. She shoots one to right field. There's a play on it, and it's caught. Nice job by Kaufman out there in right field, and that wasn't easy with the wind that's blowing across this field. Routt strands two more in the top of the second. It's 2-0 West Central. Bottom of the second inning, West Central leads this one 2-0 in the first game of regional play. Higher seed gets the home game, that being West Central. That's why we're here. Morrow finishes up her warm-ups. We're ready for a batter, and that will be Sprague, the center fielder. Nice play by Kaufman in the top half of this inning. Is like it was a nice play by Wood. Shot it into right field. And with this wind kind of blowing across this diamond, a little kind of blowing out into the corner left field, wasn't an easy play. And Kaufman made a great play out there. Saved one, if not two runs.
Count now 1-1 as she swung at strike one and took ball one. Ball in the dirt. 2-1's now the count as she steps in the box.
That's ball three. She steps over that one. It's a 3-1 count.
There's a strike coming down the right bottom corner.
That'll make it a full count on Sprague. Morrow's pitch is low.
She trots her way down to first. That brings up Paisley Sturdivant, a freshman playing third base.
Paisley will bat from the left side. Sprague at first. We'll see if she wants to take off early. She doesn't on the first pitch, and that ball's high.
Counts now 1-0 as Paisley steps in the box and watches that one go for a ball. Counts now 2-0. That one in the dirt. Elaine's taking second. She's up easy. Paisley's looking to drive one right up the middle to score Elaine from at second. She looks at ball four and she gets to first base, and it brings up Kaufman.
That's runners at second, Sprague, and Sturdivant at first. You're right, Kaufman up. She's in a 9-hole, and it'll be the top of the order here coming up for West Central for a good chance for a crooked number. Oh, shot to third base. Marshall plays it, almost throws it, has a double play, but throws it away. Sturdivant wisely takes third base. So the force out happens at third.
And that'll bring up Maya Little at the top of the order to drive in Paisley, hopefully.
Maya shot one to the shortstop last time and was thrown out, 6-3.
She bats from the left side. Ball in the dirt. Kaufman's taking second.
Situational softball, she takes second. Littles looks at ball two, and Sturdivant's going to score easy on the pass ball. Both runners move up. Makes it 3-0 West Central.
Taking the time to clean off the plate. Ball in the dirt. Good stop from the catcher.
– 3-0 count. You can hear the coach. If it's in there, we want it. So she's going to stay aggressive. And she does. She goes up maybe a little too high out of the zone, fouls it off. One of your better hitters, yeah. It's much better to keep her in the aggressive mindset. She shoots that one foul. And she's going to see another one. They're not going to want to walk her, but they do. Peterson digs back in for her second at bat. Ball in the dirt, and Kaufman doesn't like it there. It's a pass ball, but she doesn't advance.
As Maya Little takes second.
I don't blame her on that one. Didn't get a good read, so don't walk into an out. Ball two. Kaufman's going to try it this time, and she's in easy. Four nothing West Central. Little now at third base. Peterson still in the box. Ball.
In the dirt. Pass ball. Maya Little's taken home easy.
Good read by Little. Makes it 5-0. It's a 3-0 count on Peterson, and we could start this all over again.
Kind of hard for softball because you can't lead off and you have to wait till it passes home. So it's kind of hard to get to home as she takes one in the dirt. As Decker says, ball four.
We've got Quinn, we've got Decker, we've got all kinds of help.
A Routt Catholic coach comes to talk to his players. And
looks like we're going to see a pitching change. We'll get all those details for you, but we're going to take a break and get back here as soon as we find out who our next pitcher is. All right, we're back at it. It is a few moves here. Nothing in the lineup changes, but it'll be Reagan Graham will be our new pitcher. She moves out of the first base slot. It will be Janice that will take the first base slot, which is where she was in the She was in right field. And then the pitcher moves to right field, so an intentional walk has been issued to Lawson. So with one out, West Central now has runners on second and first. Walker last time, hard ground ball through the middle. She pops one up. Is it going to get past Wood? No, yes it does. Hit number 2, possibly. Nice job by the left fielder to get to that ball quickly. Being Bedingfield almost threw out Peterson at third. Little pop-up single. Doesn't matter, it all works. Bases loaded now for Kylie Clayton.
Bases are juiced with Kylie coming up to the plate. As she takes ball 1 up.
Foul ball, Knox. That's you, man, all the way. No play made. You had a chance. One ball, one strike. Nice rip by Kylie to the shortstop. She's there, flips it to second, over to first, and got it. That's how the inning will end. Big play by the Rockets. A 6-4-3 double play ends the second inning. We head to the third, 5-0 West Central. Top of the third inning, West Central leading 5-0 here in game 1 of regional play. Bedingfield, the third hitter, shoots one foul on the first pitch.
Hallie Lawson now is how the infield wants to adjust. Kylie probably wants to be ready. As she drills one to Briley, and she
just kind of caught her on an in-between hop, that being Lawson. She was there, hands were ready. Just kind of skipped on her just a little bit, and it's going to be an error by the shortstop. That'll bring in the third baseman, Megan Marshall. Marshall, I believe, struck out last time. She pops one into left field. It's going to be a big hit. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Here comes Bedingfield. She rounds third, and the air hurts West Central as Routt gets on the board. Marshall with a big double. And Routt's down by 4. Next pitch over Maya's head. And then she makes a costly decision there. She tries to throw to third base and sails the third baseman. So on a couple of errors, West Central has given up 2 runs early in this third. And Morrow can start it all over again for West Central. 1-0 count. Shoots one to the second baseman. Nice job by Walker. Nice job by Clayton as well. 1 out on the 4-3 put out. Walker to Clayton. Reagan Graham, who now is pitching for Routt, looks at ball 1. Ball 2 from Lawson. Ball 3, nice scoop by Little. There she finds it. It was a take all the way. Graham now in control here. Let's see what Lawson wants to bring. It's a ball just a little bit high. (5-2) West Central. 2 big runs for Routt in this inning, courtesy of a couple errors from West Central. Janice fouls the first one off. Kind of slapped at it. Ball inside from Lawson. Lawson wants a break here. Hallie asked the coach to come out here. I don't know what that conversation is going to be about. She's got a 2-1 count on Janice. Runner at first is Graham. McPherson is looking for another ball, is really what the delay is right now, is Lawson didn't like the one she had. And he didn't either, because he walked it right over to West Central and traded some things out. So Lawson has a new softball. Janice has a 2-1 count. And she watches the next one just a little bit high. Nice pitch by Lawson. Makes it a full count. Janice sees that one go just a little bit high. That's ball 4. 1 out. Routt has runners on second and first. And the batter will be Wisdom. Maddie Wisdom sees strike 1. A little bit outside. Ball 1. Wisdom swings through that one. Next one by Lawson's a little bit inside. West Central jumped out to a 5-0 lead, but this inning, a couple errors from West Central has led to 2 Routt runs. Another inside pitch, and that brings it to a full count. Runners on second and first, 1 out. Pitch by Lawson is a strikeout. Wisdom watched that one, and that makes it out number 2. That'll bring in the catcher for Routt. She swings through the first pitch. Lawson found it on these last 2. She's Wisdom by the 9th place hitter on the last 2 pitches. A little bit low, but that was a good pitch by Lawson. Nothing too perfect. See if the batter's going to expand the zone. Strike 3 called, and Lawson battles back and gets out of that one. Routt strands 2 more runners, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd, 5-2 West Central. Bottom of the 3rd inning here in Winchester. West Central holds a 5-2 lead. We'll have the 6, 7, 8 hitter. That would be Hallie, Lawson, Sprague, and Sturdivant for West Central. If anybody gets up, it'll be Kaufman and then back to the top of the order. West Central has scored in both of their innings. See if they can keep that going.
5-3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Hallie Lawson steps on into the plate. And she takes ball 1 high.
Cleveland still on the mound for the Rockets.
Takes ball 2 in the dirt.
Another ball, it'll be a 3-0 count on Lawson. Maybe a different scenario here where she's want to see one first before she swings. She sees one high, doesn't swing, puts her on first base. So bring in the center fielder, Sprague. She walked her last time up. West Central has benefited from several walks.
Hallie Lawson taking second, and she slides into second easily.
Got a good jump, that being Lawson.
5-2 as she takes a
It's like a little bit outside.
ball. The pitch is coming, and it's a ball a little above her head.
You hear Coach Weber telling him it's 3-0 count, but if it's there, we want it. And she does. She taps it to the third baseman. It's going to be a tough play because Sprague can run, and she's safe. Safe on the hit. Little throw outside, and Lawson will round third and score. Sprague gets to second on the air by the first baseman. 6-2 West Central.
Brings up Paisley Sturdivant, the third baseman.
Sprague will get a hit no matter what because that ball, she wasn't going to get thrown out. Marshall did the best she could to make a play on it. But with the speed of Sprague, it made it for a hit. What happened was on the throw, it went off the first baseman's glove, and that allowed Lawson heads up play to round third and score. Sturdivant up high in the box. Watches ball 2. Patience. When you have some pitchers that want to just throw a little lighter, you got to wait on it. Sturdivant walked, I believe, the last time. She has a 3-0 count, and again, you can hear Coach tell him, if it's there, put it in play.
That's a ball in the dirt, and Paisley Sturdivant takes first base, as that brings up Adrian Kaufman.
Kaufman up, runners at second and first.
Takes a ball in the dirt. That's 1-0.
And Cleveland here in the third is just trying to find the zone. Just a little bit inside. Ball 2. Kaufman rips one into the gap. It's going to fall. And they're going to kind of, nope, she's going to send it. And for some reason, the throw does not come in. It's going to be an RBI single by Kaufman. 7-2 West Central. Nice job by Kaufman.
That brings up now Maya Little at the leadoff spot, hoping to drive one in the right center gap.
Little sees the first pitch as a ball. She'll be aggressive up there. She has both times up. Sees ball 2. Sturdivant wisely takes third base. Got a good enough jump, she didn't even have to slide.
Little takes ball 3-0 as there's runners on first and third.
West Central's already scored a couple runs this inning. They're posed for a big inning as there's no outs. Runners at the corner. Little fouls that one off and almost made a great play, that being the catcher from Routt. Little sees ball 4, and that loads the bases for West Central.
That brings up Macy Peterson with the bases loaded. Hoping to drive 2 in. Macy gets hit as she runs down to second, and that scores Paisley Sturdivant.
Hit by pitch is still an RBI. 8-2 West Central. May not be the way you wanted it, but Briley was intentionally walked the last time. Kind of an odd kind of thing that went on as she was a runner on first, and they said they want nothing a part of. Now they have nothing, nowhere to put her, so they're going to have to pitch to her, and the first one was a strike.
Ball in the dirt.
We talked to her when she was on deck the previous time about her hitting my truck, Knox. She
might have to talk to her in your office.
That's right. Ball squirts right through the hole. Scores 1. But that's all they'll get. Nice job by Lawson. Finding daylight. 9-2 West Central. No outs, 9-2. Walker with 2 hits already. Squirts away from the catcher. Nice read.
By a little.
By a little.
It makes the score 10-2. West Central up. As Zella Walker steps back in the plate.
As we just said, she's 2 for 2 with a couple hits to the left side.
That's ball 1, I believe. Yes,
ball
it is.
2. Should be ball 2. The first one squirted away, allowed Little to score, so 2 balls, no strikes.
That one's in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. Make sure Macy Peterson doesn't score because she's a fast one. Zella Walker drives one to the shortstop, but it's caught.
Nice job by Walker putting it in play, but she just got out in front of it. But she's been doing the job today. 2 for 3 is Walker in the game. That'll bring in Clayton with 1 down. Runners at third base and second base. Strike 1.
Good stop by the catcher.
Second one is a ball.
Another good stop by the catcher. Kylie Clayton drives that one to the shortstop, but gets thrown out.
It's a productive out as she grounds out to Wood. A tough play, really, because Lawson was moving in front of the ball, so nice job by Wood to get the out. But it's a productive single in the sense of It makes it 11-2. RBI by Clayton on the ground out.
Hallie sees a pass ball as Briley Lawson scores to make it, I believe, 12.
12-2.
Yeah.
You're right. Lawson scores. Younger sister Hallie at the plate. 1-1 count.
Hallie Lawson steps in the box. 1-1 count with 2 outs. As she hits a ground ball to the third baseman, and the first baseman could not scoop it.
Nice job by Marshall to make the play at third base. I think she thought she didn't have enough time. Lawson is fast, but fired it across the diamond. It'll be an error really on the third baseman.
And the ball squirts away, but Hallie does not go to second.
So it's Lawson at first. She takes off here on the first pitch. She's going to be at second base easy.
As there's a ball in the dirt and a good stop by the catcher.
Sprague takes it inside. Now Lawson takes off, and the slide is a good one. She doesn't slide there, Knox. I got it thrown out. Good slide, outside portion. Catcher did a great job of getting it down there to the third baseman.
Sprague sees one high, and it's 3-0 with 2 outs and a Hallie Lawson at third base.
Ball squirts away on ball 4, and Lawson kind of just flops at home plate. I'm not even going to call that a slide, Hallie.
But Sprague's on first now, as Routt Catholic's head coach wants to talk with the infield.
So he's doing that. We're going to take a quick break too, get off the mics, and we'll be back.
Alrighty, we're back, and there's a couple substitutions. We got Janice coming into pitch as Reagan Graham, goes back to first base as Paisley Sturdivant steps in the box with 2 outs.
Big inning from West Central. They have scored, 8 runs in this bottom of the third. 13-2 West Central. This will be Routt's third pitcher of the afternoon. That'll be a ball in the dirt. 2-0 on Sturdivant. Sturdivant's walked both times. She bats from the left side. Sees ball 3.
3-0 with 2 outs. Paisley Sturdivant's hoping to get one up the middle. As she sees ball 4, and Paisley moves to first base. Adrian Kaufman steps in the box with runners at first and second with 2 outs. As she sees strike 1.
Kaufman with an RBI the last time up, if I do believe correctly. She sees that last one as a strike. She shoots one up the middle. It's going right into center field. They're going to send Sprague. She rounds easy. Here comes Sturdivant to third. Heads up play. She gets down and she's safe. Nice relay by Routt trying to get Sturdivant going to third, but she just gets under that tag. 14-2.
Now it's 2 outs, 14-2 as Maya Little steps in the box.
Nice piece of hitting by Kaufman. Didn't try to do too much. Just got her hands to the ball. Shot it up the middle. And it's an RBI. Little now swings through the first one. I think she saw that so well. She just came right out of her shoes. She spun right around.
Maya Little, I think, was a little excited about that one.
Yeah, you can see it on her face. Why not? Looks so good coming at you.
As she looks at strike 2, now she's looking to shorten up and put it in play. There, she put ground ball to shortstop, and Abby Wood lets it through her legs, and Adrian Kaufman's run at the third as Maya Little takes second.
15-2 West Central. Nice job by Little, just taking what the pitcher was given, and she was given the left side there. Shot it to the shortstop. It just snuck through her legs.
They've made this gap because they've focused on the little things.
Oh, yeah?
Base running. And
Peterson, that's why you take your lead in foul territory. And Kaufman literally jumps over the ball.
1-1 as Macy Peterson steps back in the box with 2 outs.
Say this about Adrian. She is athletic. I mean, she does a lot of things. You watch her play basketball. You watch her do this out here. She is athletic. She literally just jumped over that softball. She didn't have any other option. Is either that or take it off the thigh. But
Macy Peterson takes a ball. It's 3-1 with 2 outs.
if she walks, it'll be the same situation again. Lawson will come up. Riley, that is, the senior.
And she puts one fair, and it scores Adrian Kaufman and moves Maya Little up to third.
Snuck that one right down the line. Riley Lawson, big hitter for West Central, and a senior, will step in. It's all West Central right now, 16-2. One more run, and that might, I don't know if that's the rule here. I can't remember in softball. I can barely remember travel baseball and all those rules. She shoots one to the second baseman. It's going to be a ground out, and it doesn't matter. Rout's out of the inning, but not before West Central puts 11 on the board and leads this one 16-2. Warm-up pitches are over. West Central and Routt. Top of the fourth inning, 16-2 West Central. It'll be the top of the order for the Rockets. Gracie Cleveland digs in. Lawson's ready. First pitch is a strike. 2 pitches into the game, Cleveland shot one to the right field for the first hit of the game. Lawson has struggled a little bit with command, but has kept her team in it. Ball 2. When she's needed to make a pitch, she's done it. And that's what's important. 2-1 count on Cleveland. She'll be looking for something hard. She does. Fouls it straight back. Another one fouled straight back. Lawson lost the grip on that one, you could tell. He never had a chance. Full count now on Cleveland. Lawson brings it, it's high, and Cleveland works a walk. That'll bring in the shortstop, Abby Wood. Made some great plays out there today. She sees the first one as a strike. 2 straight balls from Lawson. Puts Wood in control here. She's going to drive something hard coming. It's inside, squirts away from Little, and Cleveland will take second base. Lawson walks Wood, puts 2 on for Routt, nobody out. And the third batter of the game, she's playing left field, Bedingfield. Strike 1. Lawson's been in these situations almost every inning. She's just struggling a little bit to find the zone. But again, as we've talked about, when she's needed to make a pitch, she's done it. And she's limited a lot of damage as she's fired 2 strikes in there on Bedingfield. Bedingfield swings through the third pitch of the at-bat and strikes out. Big strikeout from Lawson. Now just repeat that sequence. Marshall will step in. She's the third baseman. She lifts one high to left field. Is it going to stay fair? It goes just foul. That was a home run if she would have straightened that out. That's either mom or grandma that was really excited about that and got a smile on her face. That was a shot for sure. She swings through strike number 2. That ball will travel kind of into that corner as the wind's kind of blowing across the diamond into the corner over there. Probably didn't help her a lot in the sense of keeping it fair. Nice pitch by Lawson as she had no 2 count, leaves one a little high. See if she'll expand. Marshall swings through that one. Nice job by Lawson. She's battling back after 2 walks to start the inning. 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring in Morrow. Morrow fouls the first one off. Ball in the dirt. Can't be scooped by Little. And the runners advance. That was a tough one for Little, as it was kind of way out in front of her. Her only option was to try to get a glove on it. Skips right over the top of it. Morrow fouls another one off. Both of them to the right side. See if West Central wants to adjust a little bit based on the last couple of swings. Lawson back on the rubber. Here she comes. Pitch high. Two count, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Morrow fouls it off. Clayton does her best to get over there, but it was already in the screen. Well, she's over there. She does a little visiting with the Routt players. That's not allowed, Kylie. Stop that. Lawson, nice pitch. Little does the safe thing as she just drops strike 3, fires it over to Clayton. And that's 3 outs in the inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. West Central all over Routt, 16-2. Janice finishes up her warm-up pitches. It'll be Walker to lead it off for West Central. And then Clayton. I saw you over there, Kylie. You were visiting with other players. That's no-no. We'll talk about that later. Walker 2 for 3 this afternoon. She digs in. First pitch to her is high. Janice brings the second one, evens the count. Ball in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike on Walker. She gets hit by the pitch, takes first base. That'll bring in Kylie Clayton. Kylie had a productive ground out last time up, as it was an RBI ground out. She digs back in and fouls the first pitch off. Janice's pitch to Clayton. She pops another one up, and it's going to be foul again. Clayton rips it up the middle. Nice play by the second baseman. They may turn 2, and they do. Nice job again by Routt, especially those 2 girls up the middle, Cleveland and Wood. They've done that twice. This time in the reverse order. It was 6-4-3 the last time. It's 4-6-3 this time. Hallie Lawson now digs in. Allie's done a nice job at the plate, but also getting herself out of trouble. It hasn't really been her day as far as finding the zone, but she has limited damage. She looks at that one and wishes she would have cut loose. Just her facial expression on that one. Wants that one back. 1-1 the count, 16-2 West Central. She rips one into left field. Is that one going to hang up? It's a fair ball. Rattles around into the corner. Lawson's digging for 2, and she'll hold up there. Nice swing by Hallie Lawson. Lawson with the 1 hop to the left field corner. That's a 2-out double. That'll bring in Sprague, who has walked every time she's been up. Shoots one to the right side. Heads up, boys. We'll have a Little League game next. Not on the broadcast, just Little League game, so you see a lot of kids around. West Central and Triopia playing. The Arnsville version. Sprague in the hole, 0-1. Watches that one high. Lawson will take third on the wild pitch. Ball in the dirt. Makes it a 3-1 count. Lane pops this one up. It's going to go out of play. Make it a full count. Pitch to Sprague. She pops it up. Wood makes a play on it and does what she's done all game. Make plays. The shortstop gets that pop up. And we head to the top of the fifth. Still all West Central. 16-2. Top of the fifth. West Central up big in this one, 16-2. We have a substitution as far as lineup is concerned. It will be Heilman, Brooklyn Heilman, the senior from Winchester. She will actually go to right field, and it will move Kaufman from right field to center field. Heilman replaces Sprague. And we're ready for the top of the fifth. First pitch from Lawson is fouled straight back. Graham was ready for that pitch, just missed it. Second pitch, Sturdivant, and way to play what she makes there. Little pop-up that was kind of headed over her head, and she jumps and snags it. Out number one. Nice play by Paisley. Again, what West Central has, a lot of them. They have the athletes out here. Still maybe figuring out the softball side of things, but there's some good pieces here. I know we've talked to a couple seniors, one being a big one there at the shortstop position. Briley Lawson won't be with us next year. You got Clayton over there at first. She's a senior. We just talked about Brooklyn Heilman being a senior. And I believe maybe Sprague is a senior too. She's from Bluffs. Not overly familiar with her. So you lose some pieces there, but if you paid attention to junior high softball, the 8th grade had a great season as they went to state. So there's some definite pieces here and pieces coming. Janice is in the hole 1-2, sorry, as she fouled off that last pitch. Lawson brings the next one. Slap to Walker, and it just sneaks past her. And now it sneaks past Kaufman. She's going to have to fire it to second. She does, but Janice is in there just ahead of it. Zella made a play on it. It was going to be a tough one either way, even if she could have knocked it down. Love the hustle. So it's a hit, a single, and Janice is on second base as Kaufman let it get past her a little bit. And that'll bring in Madeline Coates. We haven't seen her yet at the plate. Looks like she is batting for Maddie Wisdom. Coates looks at a strike. She'll still be ahead on this one, 2-1, as the next pitch is high. Nice job by Little back there to catch that one. 3-1 the count. Runner at second is Janice. Fires it in there. Full count on Coates. And she takes ball 4. This is the 9th batter in the lineup, the catcher for the Rockets. She takes strike 1. 1 out. Runners at second and first for the Rockets. Next pitch is out of play, fouled off to the right. Ball over Little's head. She's going to try to make the throw, but how much she could do there. Love the hustle. Nice play by Walker on the line. Nope, she knocked it down. It just popped right out of her glove. That'll score a run. She had it. Makes it 16-3 here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, back to the top of the order. Cleveland fouls that one off. She's been all over some of these pitches today. You talk about the top 2 of Routt's order in Cleveland and Wood. I believe they're youngsters. They look like youngsters, and they've done a great job, not only at the plate, but they've turned 2 double plays in this game. So they're nice pieces for the Rockets. Cleveland watches that one. Zip in there. It's 1-2. Lawson has the advantage here, so she can throw pretty much anywhere she wants to on this one. Hey, maybe gets the benefit of a high strike. Either way, it was right there on the border. And it's out number 2. Abby Wood, the shortstop for the Rockets, watches ball 1. Strike two. Well, strike one as she swings through that one. It's 1-1 count. Wood watches strike two. And Lawson strikes out Wood. She strikes out Wood to end the top of the 5th inning. I believe West Central I believe this is a run rule on this one. So yes, it is. It's going to be a victory for West Central. They win this one 16-3 against the Routt Rockets. West Central will advance to play tomorrow at the Triopia Regional. So the rest of this regional will be in Triopia. Congratulations to both teams, but especially West Central as they pick up a big win, 16-3 over Routt. Again, check the scores for tomorrow as they'll play in Triopia, I believe at 4 o'clock against the host school, the Triopia Trojans. We're going to wrap this one up. 16-3 West Central over Routt. Thanks for tuning in.